Roy, I believe 7-0 defeat away at Maghull. Can you just give me your thoughts on the overall game?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think in terms of the season, this is without a shadow of a doubt the lowest point of the season. And what started off very well for us is rapidly turning into a bit of deja vu from last season as well. Obviously, if you look at the game, we were 1 down after 24 seconds, a sloppy goal conceded because we give the ball away cheaply. And then we're 2 down after 5 minutes. And then I thought for the next 20 minutes, we were by far the dominant team. We looked good. We had good movement. We were getting bodies into the box. And I think in that point, if we'd have scored, we'd have pulled it back, then I think it might have been a different game. But they hit us with a third goal, and I think essentially the third goal killed us. And then the fourth before half-time, it was game over. I'm struggling to think of any positives because there were no positives today, Luke. It was a really game where everything was lacking positives, and we just questioned the players in there, the desire, the commitment, the hunger, and everything that we asked for them. It just wasn't there today, and I get when you're 4-0 down. We didn't get the fifth goes in early in the second half, and that's probably killed us really because any momentum. I thought if we'd have got maybe the first goal in the second half, it might have been a little bit different. We might have had a chance to get a foothold back into the game, but the fifth one's absolutely killed us, and heads have gone down. Obviously, we've made changes, and like I said, the game's just gone for us, really, and probably sums it up as well. When we finally do get an opportunity with a penalty, we miss that as well. So, there's things which need to change, I think. There's probably a few things that, I'll be speaking to Stuart about over the next 24 hours, but certainly I think we need some changes, whether that's sort of on, the management side or whether that's player-wise, because, for the club at the moment, let's be honest, the run we're on, it's not good enough. Again, we've only got 4 on the bench. I think that's the 4th game on the trot now. We've not managed to get a full squad out there. We're desperately trying to bring in a few new faces, but it's easier said than done. But the last thing we can do is feel sorry for ourselves, and we've just said in there, if we've got to work our way through it. We have bad spells. That's football. We've got an opportunity on Tuesday night to get straight back on it with a game against Nelson, and we've got to take that opportunity.
Of course, I believe it isn't a win in 10 now.
Yeah.
Do you believe once it does happen, there could maybe be a switch up for us?
Yeah, 100%. It's all about confidence, isn't it? And at the moment, you can see that there's a lot of players there who are totally devoid of confidence, and confidence comes from winning games. At the start of the season, we were winning a lot of games. The lads were confident, they were buoyant. We're on a run where we're not winning games now, so obviously that confidence is shot, and when we concede 2 like we did in the manner that we conceded, it's very difficult for us. It's going to make things tough. One of the things we wanted to do today was work on try and be a little bit more attacking, try and get more bodies forward, and try and be a little bit more brave, in a vain attempt that we can start scoring goals, because our goals output just simply isn't good enough.
Final one, Roy. Kind of linking back and the answer just then. As you talked about, of course, going forward in the attack, I had a couple of chats with some of the opposition supporters, and they were saying that was one of our more strong points.
Well, yeah, but we didn't score, did we? So, it can't have been that strong for us. I did think we got more of an overload of bodies into the box. Kirby wasn't quite as isolated as he has been in these last few weeks, but again, it counts for nothing. But, obviously on behalf of the staff, the players and everything, I just want to apologise to all the supporters that have made the journey over from Liverpool to Liverpool this afternoon. We can only apologise for that. It's not the standards we've set, and like I say, we appreciate the support, but we weren't on it today, and we'll endeavour to be back on it on Tuesday.
Thanks for your time, Roy.
Cheers, Luke.